How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews. My last Klein Duimpje beer. This is our gauge. Triple. This comes courtesy of my boy This. When you see this, there'll be a bunch of these up there. Oh, God, he sent me a bunch. I want to say maybe there was probably about like 6 to 8 Klein Duimpjes, and 2 of them we actually did remote reviews of, which was quite fun, so they'll go all up at the same time. We actually did a triple in the ones that we did. What was it called? It's the Blau, something Blau, I think, something blue or something like that. This is our Gagel, Gagel, triple. Oh, I'm gonna butcher all this. At first I was like, maybe it's a triple IPA. Well, it's 8.5%. I don't think it's triple IPA. I think it's just gonna be a triple kind of Belgian style triple. I didn't look it up because I didn't want to tip my hand on anything. It's got water, grist malt, Munich malt, terroir malt, Challenger hop, Saaz hop, sucre, Gagel, and grist. I don't wonder what that Gagel is. The Gagel triple. I don't know. That looks like hops to me on the label. It could be grapes. So it could be a grape variant or something like that. I don't know. It is a best by October 21. We are a week and a half away from October 21, so it'd be fine. 8.5% triple. Leave some of that sediment in there. There's a bit of sediment floating around there. Probably got a little in there, but yeah, looks the part of Belgian triple. Nice kind of carbonation on it, just under a pinky finger of just south of khaki-colored head. Man, that's actually a decently aggressive kind of carbonation going on, especially in this fat glass. I believe there's a little agitator in the bottom of this, maybe. Is there? I don't remember. Anyway. Yeah. The triple that This and I did together had this really apple-y kind of component to it, so I'm kind of curious to see where this one kind of comes off, so let's get a nose on it. Not apple. There's a spice. There's like cardamom or something in here. Spices? Maybe that sucre or gagel? We're going to have to look this up when I'm done. There's like a cardamom-y kind of thing going on here. Yeah, spicy, man. Spicy, like, what's the other spice I'm thinking of? I don't remember. I can't think of it. But it's a spiciness. So actually, I'm really nervous now to drink this. Because there's a couple different spices that, like, I don't know I'm allergic to, but I kind of know I'm allergic to. One of them is allspice. I could see this being like a little allspicey thing going on in here. But yeah, a little bit of very soft sweetness, a dry powderiness. That's a lot of that cardamom that's going to give me those kind of cardamom ideas. And that's pretty much it. I'm really curious about this one. Hopefully this one doesn't make me feel like poo. Cheers. Actually, let's look this up. Actually, it tastes really good. I'm going to tell you right now, this might be the best beer I had from these guys that he sent. Let's see what's in this sucker. Tip our hand. Hopefully we can get this. Let's translate this stuff. Yeah. Gale. What the hell is Gale? I guess that's what it is. Gale. Okay. So this is like technically it's called Gale Triple, but it's no. There's hops in here. Okay, I was gonna be like, I was like, is this a gruit? But they actually call it hops. So they're saying here Gale was used in place of hops. Okay. Plant? I know this is very enthralling. Sweet Gale. Native plants in North America. Miracle Gale. What the hell is this? Okay. Miracle Gale. Let me type in Miracle Gale beer. This is actually really interesting flavor. I've heard of Miracle Gale before. It has to be that plant that I'm confusing with cardamom. This is really good, actually. Like, really, really good. Let's see what this tastes like. Gale leaves a nice, pleasant, aromatic smell that increases when the leaves are dried. It tastes similar and somewhat bitter and stringent. Doesn't actually... I want them to associate it. It's kind of like this. It's kind of like that. Because it almost tastes to me like if cardamom, hops, and lavender had a baby, oddly enough. Let's see what... Edibility rating 4 or 2 out of 5. There you go. Ooh, man, making me burp. I don't know. I'm gonna stop reading because it's not. Nobody's giving me a. And just let's talk about the beer, because if I don't know what it is, it's actually a little bit better to talk about it, because that way I'm not just feeding you shit that comes from the internet. Aromatically, it just comes off like a little bit of cardamom and an undersweetened kind of beer. Taste-wise, it has this really nice, beautiful, full body to it. And a real, I know it's kind of like weird thing to say, appropriate level sweetness. I've never had this before, but it just, if this is a little less sweet, a little more sweet, I don't think this beer would hit or slap the way it does. And just the way that Gale, it's got to be all that Gale, comes off as like a melange, a mixture of a bunch of different herbs, like from cardamom to a little bit of spiciness, a little bit of dandelion, a little bit of lavender, like I said, a little bit of kind of hops. Then it's like a bunch of different stuff going on. This is really, really tasty stuff. This is by far and away my favorite beer I've had from these guys. Really curious too, because it's like the last one I drank. I was like, I don't know why I saved this one for last. Let's pour all the dregs in there. I'm kind of curious to see how it drinks with the dregs. And honestly comes off as like a really, really, really good beer. Like, just, I mean, when it gets to the point where I talk about Mount Rushmore, this is one of the best America Gale beers I've ever had. Yeah, obviously. I guess it's a triple base. What did they call it? It's a Gale triple. So they're doing like, I guess they're doing like a Belgian style triple, which this kind of tastes like. So it's what is sucre just Belgian candy sugar? Maybe that's why I'm getting that little extra sweetness. It's not overly sweet, but there's a added sweetness to it. Sugar. Sucre is sugar, right? From Dutcher. Sucre, borrowing from Old French. It's sugar. Yeah, of course it is. So it's a Belgian candied sugar, light, clear Belgian candied sugar, Belgian triple with Gale. This is fantastic. I've never heard of this herb, as far as I don't remember hearing about it. As far as beer goes, they talked about it being used in place of hops before. I know a lot of breweries like to use a bunch of different herbs and stuff like that in beer, and I dig them, you know, from farro to a bunch of different kind of botanicals that you kind of wild forage and harvest and all that kind of stuff, and that's great and tasty, and some of them are very interesting. I've never had one show and prove like this before. There's something about this that just has me tickled pink, that I think is absolutely delicious, and just brings this flavor profile of that combination, like I said, of a hop had a baby with lavender, had a baby, what was the other thing I forgot that I had a baby with? Cardamom. And it just ends up being just this flavor profile that really kind of just kicks for me. I think this is fantastic. By far and away the best beer I've had from these guys. By far and away. Like, to the point where, like, I want this. Like, I want, like, someone send me, like a corny keg or a case of this stuff. It's that tasty and fun. I want to share it with people, too, because I think there's a really interesting flavor profile in this. This is really good. Really, really, really good. That's what that plan is, then. You know, I mean, you look at that and you can't really tell what's going on. I thought it was just hops or grapes or something. This is fantastic. And it's really hard to explain because it's a flavor profile I'm not used to in beer format, even though I can kind of be like, it's a little like this, a little like that. It's very unique. So think of an undersweetened Belgian style triple with just that, like, again, lavender, hoppy, little bit of cardamom-y kind of thing going on in a very tasty way. Is this one of the better Belgian influence triples. Or I don't know where the class is. One of the more interesting beers that I've had is like absolutely without a doubt, like Mount Rushmore easily. Belgian style triple still up there, if not on Mount Rushmore, and just tasty beer nonetheless. I absolutely love this beer. Love it. Love it. Can't get enough of it. Value availability, no idea. This, people in the old Deutschland, let me know. No, Deutschland, that's Germany, right? Yeah, Netherlands, whatever. Don't listen to me. Let me know what this costs and leave you with, I don't know, I'm all over the place. This beer's got me spun. And leave you with, if you like, oh, you like this? If you like good beer, man, this is good beer. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say Candy is my favorite brewery I've ever had. Some of the stuff they made was fun. Some was kind of poopy. But this is a standalone, standout kind of beer from these guys. So, yeah, I implore you, if you see this, I would try this because I think this is absolutely fantastic. If you like the beers I like, I think you'd really like this. There you go. Reviewing the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Chappelle Show's on. I haven't watched this in forever. I just literally ran my cable live satellite TV to my extra monitor. So, like, while I'm working from home, I can just watch SportsCenter and shit. And, yeah, anyway. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Down there you want to talk about it. Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massive. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of this beer right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.